have such a big smile on my face and my very, very good friend, Kelly Wilson. Kelly, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Sarah.
So, you're doing wonderful work.
Oh, thank you.
And it's a great nonprofit, as well as you're the president of this wonderful nonprofit, Great Family. Can you share a little bit?
Absolutely. I retired 2 years ago, so I thought I would be taking it easy at this point. I've never worked harder in my life, but it's been the most rewarding job I've ever had. We basically started this foundation called Power Forward with my brother, Kevin Stevens, who I am so grateful to God to have back after a 24-year journey of addiction.
Yes.
And when Kevin came to me and he said, "Hey, Kel, I want to give back. I want to do something for other people who have helped me along my journey." And he's been sober over 2 years now, so we're really working hard. And I said, "Okay, Kev, that sounds great." And we had a good friend, Andy Bernstein, who just happened to come into our life and say, "I've got a great concept that perhaps you would like to talk to me about it." We said, "Sure." And because Kevin was, I think, probably the best power forward in the league in the early 90s, the name Power Forward stuck because it's a verb, as in power forward to recovery, and it's also a noun. So that we immediately hit it off with Andy. So the three of us just started to brainstorm, and we came up with a mission for Power Forward, which is basically to try to remove the stigma of addiction through media, through outreach programs, through education, prevention, awareness, recovery, and hope. And through that, we've been able to really reach a lot of folks through Cross-Check Substance Abuse Radio, which we do right here on Salem Radio, which is fabulous, and also through Kevin going to speak to students, homeless shelters, NHL rookie teams, anybody that needs to hear his story.
Yes, and such a great deal of hope that comes with that.
Yes,
Kelly, so.
And he's living proof. And Kevin will say that. He'll say, I've never did a drug till I was 28 years old. I had it all. He said, if you wanted to be anybody, you wanted to be me. And then, a 20-second decision, at a club in New York City after the Penguins had played the New York Rangers, somebody handed him something. He didn't know what it was. He now knows it was cocaine. He didn't know he had the addictive gene. He went in the bathroom, and 20 seconds later, he said it didn't happen right away, but something changed. And it was a 24-year spiral. And, as his sister, I never gave up hope. I loved him unconditionally, no matter what. And I knew. And I always said to Kev, I said, Kev, God's keeping you here for a reason. And you'll see what it is soon enough. And 24 years later, here we are. And he said, Kel, I have a new purpose. And nothing makes me happier. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of him because it's very brave. Because some people, there's so many people that are touched by addiction. And it's usually played out privately. And in Kevin's case, it was playing out publicly. So that's even more humiliation and more shame. And he was able to overcome that, and I couldn't be more proud.
I think you have a remarkable family.
Oh, thank you.
And we feel very grateful.
You're part of our family now.
We feel that, my brother and I, we've had many moments with you and Kevin, and
Absolutely.
We feel very blessed because you're such a good, strong family, and
well, thank you.
And it's really important being in the public eye to be able to share and be in a position to help and not have fear, because there's stigma against the things that, it's addiction, mental health, finances, all of these things are so hidden, and when we speak about it, when we find out, when we can actually go to the source, when we can get that help that we need and know that other people are challenged with the same situations, and it's okay, it's all right.
Absolutely. And